YouTube, Eric DIY here with another great review for you. Tonight we're reviewing the RAVPower PD Pioneer 70,200 milliamp hour, 250 watt, 4-port powerhouse. So as you can probably tell from my other reviews, I do love power packs. I love having small ones and also bigger ones like this. I use a solar generator to generate all the power I use in them, so it's like free energy and I just need places to store it. And that's why I got this RAVPower PD Pioneer powerhouse. It's a smaller, more compact design than what I'm used to using. The actual solar generator I use has a battery, but it's about, I would say, 2 times the size of this at least. And I have another bigger portable battery for solar charging, about the same size but not as stylish. It doesn't hold as much power. This one is 70,200 milliamp hours, 250 watts. It's a pretty good size, and it comes with a nice case right here. It also comes with an AC adapter, which charges really fast because the output's 15 volts at 4 amps. So if you do the math, this is a 60 watt adapter. It charged in no time. Inside the case, you also have a strap, which I haven't attached yet because I'm just carrying the bag by the really handy handle on the top. But you do have a strap if you want to bring it along with that. It also comes with directions. And finally, it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable for charging. The case itself is very padded. It's very big and nice. It has some pockets where you can store some extra things. So if you want to take this for camping, this is a really good choice because it just has everything you need in one unit, really small and compact. On the unit, you have 5 little dots here, and when you turn it on, it'll show you how much power it has. Charging ports here, you have 3 iSmart USB charging ports, and you have a PD port, which is USB-C. It's going to give you that fast charge on more modern devices, kind of like my Pixel 4 XL. It'll charge a lot faster using that port than it will with traditional USB. On the back of the unit is what you have to plug in the charger with. I put this in the input, and then I plug this into my solar generator, which has an inverter in the battery, and I charged it that way. So it's all free solar power that I got out of that. It also has a DC output, so that way you can output things directly to DC. On the other side, you have the main power button, and you have a handy dandy light. Every time you push the power button twice, through a new lighting cycle. So this is the first, which is just directly on. You have a SOS flashing light right there. You also have a strobe light right there, and that's it. So it basically goes on, it flashes slowly, flashes quickly, which is the SOS, and then it turns off. Could go directly from solar panels with this DC input. So if you have your solar panel with the DC output, it can go right in there and charge the unit with solar power. Now, when you want to use the 2 AC ports on top, you have to turn the unit on first by pushing that once, and then it has a separate power on button on the top for the AC. You're just going to hold it down. To turn them off, you just hold on that button again. Light turns off, and the AC ports will be off. One of my favorite big power banks, and you notice that it's only powered to 86%. The great thing about this power bank is it can charge with USB-C. So we're actually going to plug from USB-C right into this, and it should charge pretty fast. We know it's charging because the lights went on as soon as I plugged it in. And you can see that says in. This is an awesome unit to charge little power banks as well. One of the things that I use while camping is this fan in the summertime. And this has a polarized plug on it. The AC adapters in here are polarized, meaning that one is bigger than the other. We're just going to plug it in there. And this fan takes a maximum of 30 watts. But this is also one of those high output fans. So it's really nice, and it keeps everything cool inside the tent. So it will help us during camping. And we're just going to leave it running for a while. But as you can see, the RAVPower powerhouse I'm having no problem powering this fan. It has a maximum of 250 watts, so you could actually have another fan right here plugged in and still use it. It has a 300 watt maximum, so that's when you're really going to start pushing this thing. With 300 watts though, you're allowed to run a lot of little things like this. This fan, you can run 10 of these at a time if that's 300 watts. So just to give you an idea of how much power this thing can put out. This fan's been running for a little bit of time right now, and it's still full. This battery alone could power the fan for really hot days while camping, or if I'm on the porch and I just don't want to use electricity from the house, I can use just this little small portable box to power everything I need. Before we try more of these regular USB ports versus the USB-C here, I want you to know that the PD output has multiple things. It has a 60 watt max. It also does 5 volts at 3 amps, which is 15 watts, 9 volts at 3 amps, which is 27 watts, 12 volts at 3 amps, which is 36 watts, 45 watts, 20 volts at 3 amps, which is your total 60 max. As far as the iSmart outlets here, number 1 is 5 volts at 3 amps, which is 15 watts, or it can support 9 volt at 2 amps, which is 18 watts. It can also support 12 volts at 1.5 amps, which is 18 watts, which is the maximum wattage for this port alone. Number 2, the iSmart output, is rated for 5 volts at 2.4 amps, which is approximately 12 watts max. The iSmart 3 output is the same thing. It's 5 volts at 2.4 amps for about 12 watts max. So 2 and 3 are your typical high amperage USB outlets. We're going to try charging my Pixel 4 XL. It says charging rapidly on the bottom right there. So this is definitely USB-C out with the wattage that my phone needs. This is the only battery unit I have that will actually rapidly charge like that with my phone. None of the other batteries I have that I charge with solar power have a USB-C out. They just have the normal 2.4 amp out on the USB. So I'm really happy to get this. One other thing I got this for, on my porch, I don't know if you saw it, but recently I put some nice LED strip lighting on my screened-in porch. And let's say that I want to run it on solar power. Well, I can do that because it only takes 20 watts of power. So this thing could practically power a whole night of electric lighting on my porch. So for my porch lighting, it has this AC adapter which plugs into the light strips. I had to wire it all around the porch, but I propped this up on here just so you can see it better. I'm going to plug it right in, and then I'm going to get the remote control, which is right here, and I'm going to turn the lights on. And if we turn around, it's powering those lights quite well. Lighting out nice and bright. 100% brightness, by the way. So that's 100% brightness. Can light up the whole porch for practically the whole night. With it being so small and portable, with a nice handle and everything, it will be able to be used camping, out on this porch for lighting, for charging my power banks, my phone, anything I want. It has that nice light so that when I am camping, I can use it for lighting in the tent, kind of like a reading light, if you will. It's pretty bright. I'm really happy with the RAVPower. I haven't really found anything that's terribly wrong with it. It has all those pros. It's highly flexible on charging, so it's a good unit. The overall unit, really useful. USB-C out. You have 3 regular USB. Charging's done very fast with a 60-watt adapter that they do include. It has an inverter, which is for the AC output, and it has a fan. If it's too hot, it's going to blow it right out, and that way the inverter will be lasting you forever. A nice light to use while camping. Overall, the RAVPower powerhouse, I'm glad I got this. It's the most portable, really big, high density, up to 300 watts of power that I can carry with me. Comes with a great carrying case, carries everything that you need. Fast charging with a 60-watt adapter. The AC outlets work great. The light is pretty good on it. And overall, I'm really happy and satisfied. Really like the design. It's really sleek too. And this rubberized handle is going to make it easy just to transport it all around wherever I need to. The only con, I would say, about this powerhouse is that the AC outputs are not grounded. They're polarized. Now, you could kind of work this out by buying a 2-prong to 3-prong adapter, but then you're going to run into grounding issues. So you can't use something that's going to be high energy, but again, it's only going to do a maximum output of 300 watts. I'm probably going to buy some adapters, put them in here, and have lower wattage devices powered through this. That's the only thing I wish that they had, was they had grounded outlets, so that way you had an option. Again, I've seen units have like a multi-outlet where you can stick in different countries type of outlets, but this is more than sufficient for what it is. And I've shown you it can apply to a lot of things already that you're already using. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's something that you might want to work around if you're wanting to use this with grounded plugs. If you'd like to purchase your RAVPower PD Pioneer 70,200 milliamp hour 250 watt 4-port powerhouse, please look for a link in the description below. We'll send you to Amazon. You can purchase your very own. Every purchase will help support the Eric DIY channel, and we appreciate all your support. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please give us a thumbs up and push that subscribe button below. While you're down there, also push on the bell notification icon so that way you'll be notified of future Eric DIY video releases. We appreciate all your support. Thank you, and have a great day. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.